All right, welcome to this episode of my VA disability claim. All right, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share all the YouTube stuff. For this series, we're going to do video walkthroughs showing you exactly how to file these claims. Right, we try to make it simple, useful. As always, the first claim that we're talking about today is migraines. We're going to show you how to file for migraines. Right, step one, decide on the condition that you're going to file for. In this situation, the condition we decided to file for is migraines. All right. Step two, 3 elements check. So for migraines, what you would do with the 3 elements check. First, do I have an in-service diagnosis or event? Right? Do I have evidence that something happened to cause these migraines? In this situation, for this scenario, the answer is yes. Secondly, that current medical diagnosis. Do I have a current diagnosis for migraines? In this situation, the answer is yes. And then third is that Nexus link. The Nexus just shows that I've been suffering from migraines from the time I separated to the time I file the claim, right? And since I separated to the time I file, I had been going to the doctor. So we got that part down. Check yes. All right, so that's the 3 elements check. Step 2. Step 3, check the rating schedule. We're going to show you that, checking the rating schedule for migraines to let you see exactly how they rate migraines, right? There's a bunch of different symptoms for the condition, but there's a specific way that the VA rates that condition. All right, so we're going to show you that. Step 4, prepare the claim statement. That claim statement lays it out. 1, 2, 3, right? It shows all the 3 elements, bing, bong, biddy. All right, we got it laid out to where it's like a layup, essentially, right? It should be a layup. Once they see this claim, whoever's evaluating this claim is going to look and be like, oh, wow, this thing is laid out, right? And if we have the evidence to back it, as long as we got the evidence to back it, that's an approval, right? So we're going to show you that, prepare the claim statement. And then step 5, put it on the forms. We're going to show you the actual forms and what that language looks like on the form. That claim statement is pretty much magic language, all right? It's a beautiful thing. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get right to it. Okay, so here we are at that rating schedule, all right? All we've done to this point is use that before you file Guidebook, right, to help check, see if the claim is strong or weak, right? The Guidebook will help you see, is this a strong claim or a weak claim? So we took those answers, put them on that 3-element statement template, and that gives us the statement that we're gonna send up to the VA, all right? With the rating schedule, all we do is add language from the rating schedule to that statement, all right? Simple, useful. For this one specifically, migraines, right, is what we're filing for. We're filing for migraines. So when you get to the rating schedule, all you need to do, Control F. Boom. You may not be able to see it, but when you do Control F, a box pops up. That's the find function, all right? So all you do now, type in migraines, migraines. All right, boom, let's see. Whoa. Take the S off. This only is migraine. All right. Boom, look at this. Easy peasy. And the rating schedule, it's like the teacher calling you the night before you have to turn in the paper and telling you, hey, look, this is exactly how I'm going to grade the paper, right? Sending you an email, letting you know this is exactly how. That's what the rating schedule is, right? Look at this. 50%. Here you go. 30%. Here you go. 10%. So essentially what the rating schedule tells you is have these symptoms get this rating. Have these symptoms get this rating. Have these symptoms get this rating. All right, like, let's not overthink it, right? Let's not complicate it. Have these symptoms get this rating, right? The one that we're doing based on our situation is probably a 10% because we have characteristic prostrating. The prostrating is to like lay down, lay down and prostrating. So the migraine is so severe, I have to lie down, right? Shut the lights off, things like that. But the prostration is what they're looking for. Have these symptoms get this rating, right? Prostrating attacks averaging 1 and 2 months over the last several months. We're having one every month, right? So we're at least going to be at the 10%. Hold up, maybe at the 30. Prostrating attacks occurring on average once a month over the last several months, right? So at this point, we put this language onto the 3-element statement, right? For whatever symptoms we are experiencing. That's all this is. Have these symptoms, get this rating, right? So we take this language, put it into the statement, and then we send that up to the VA. Okay, so here we go. This is the 3-element statement that we pulled, right? We used that guidebook to get the answers to the questions, took those answers, put it on the template, and then from the template, this is what we get. Just like we showed you in the rating schedule, prostrating attack. So we lay out the first element, the second element, and the third element. And then lastly, thank you for your time on this matter, right? It's a person who's going to be reading this information and deciding on this claim. It's not a robot. So the thank you, you know, we just pretty much laying out, we just killed this. Thank you for your time. You know what I mean? And that's pretty much it, right? So all we do is take this statement, copy it, and then paste it right on the 21-4138, the statement in support of the claim. And again, we advise, do statements for every condition that you're filing for. Make it easy for the rater so your approval chances are greater. All right, here to the claim though, right? We're filing for migraines, okay? So, current disability, migraine, that's what we're filing for. If due to exposure, event, or injury, please specify. The migraines are due to a traumatic brain injury from an explosion in August of 2020, right? We put that in-service event right there. It's also in that statement. All right. Explain how disability relates to the in-service event. We're saying the migraines are due to the TBI, the traumatic brain injury. Approximate date disabilities began or worsened. Put the date of the event, right? You're not playing around with these folks. The date of the event, August 2020. And again, we have evidence showing the incident report and the medical treatment that was received afterward. All right. So that's all we put in the claims form. And now from here, we go to that 4138, where all we've done is copy and paste the 3-element statement. Let's take a look at it. All right. And all this is the 3-element statement that we got from the template. We copied it and then pasted it right here. You just put in your name, and filing for migraines due to a traumatic brain injury while in service. In-service event is addressed right out of the gate. While stationed, here is the event, boom, in-service event. I have included the records of the incident, and my medical treatment, right? I have suffered from this condition since I separated service, addressing the nexus, right? So we go in-service event, nexus, and then the current symptoms, current diagnosis. I have suffered from this condition since I separated service. I have medical records showing I've been treated for migraines since I separated service. I received treatment in September of 2022 and March of 2024. Records for September, records for March. Because of this condition, once a month, I experienced migraines so severe that I have to lie down and turn off the lights. And we got that straight from the rating schedule. Remember, you have these symptoms, get this rating. Have these symptoms, and the once a month was 30%, I want to say, right? Characteristic with prostrating attacks occurring at least once a month over the past several months. Boom. We got that in there too. And last but not least, thank you for your time on this matter, right? So we take this with the 526, with the evidence that we're sending up as well, right? The incident report, the medical records. And we send that right on up to the VA. Check in-service event, check nexus, check current diagnosis, current symptoms, so they can rate it. As always, learn the information, use the information, and if you deem it to be valuable, share the information. Don't be selfish, Brody. Come on now.